Mike Seidel, he's in Melbourne, Florida. Mike, what conditions are you seeing unfold right now?
Not much of a change, Reynolds, since yesterday when I got here. The wind is onshore, east-northeast. It's not blowing very strong right now at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. We'll get a gust occasionally over 20. Here's your surf. It's churned up. These are about 4 to 5 footers breaking out and then rolling in. It's churned up. It's not certainly cleaned up. You'll need an offshore wind for the surfers, say down at Hope Sound and the inlet. And speaking of that, go to the radar. In the center of what circulation we have, this is a very disorganized system. 90L is sitting just off the coast from Jupiter and the Hope Inlet area, and also north and east of West Palm Beach. You can see the radar echoes rotating around. Right now, though, nothing imminent where we are in Melbourne Beach here south of the Cape. And you look out and you see a lot of blue sky right now. So this could turn out to be a pretty decent beach day, albeit the fact that we will have some showers blowing in. But the winds today are actually right now lower than they were yesterday afternoon. Of course, we did have the sun out, and that causes the mixing and keeps those winds up. So that's the real threat inland, some rainfall. But here on the beach, we've got the surf and the dangerous rip currents. We have a high risk of rip currents. Now, the tide has been going out. It's going to come back in. When we have another low tide early this afternoon, that's when you have your highest risk of dealing with these rip currents. And as I talked earlier, Reynolds and Kelly swim parallel out of the current. Just don't panic, and then you can get in. Water temperature, by the way, still chilly for some of the locals. Only 77 degrees, but for those of us who grew up from the Maryland-Delaware coast, Kelly, 77 would be a fine day at the beach in July. So we're going to watch this here. And again, the models overnight, the computer models have tracked this a little farther west towards the Outer Banks. That could mean a little bit more rain for those areas come Monday. Kelly?
All right, that water temperature actually warmer than your air temperature there, Mike. Only 73 outside.
Right.
We'll have more on camp season coming up.